Your Highness! Professor! I'm so glad you're both safe.
Hello, legends, anytime, anywhere. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games, and we are now on part 116 of Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions, the Azure Moon Path. So now we get our first look at most of the Blue Lions characters for their part 2 looks. All looking quite grown up and nice, so now let's go and see the rest of this cutscene.
Why are you here?
Did you forget? We all made a promise on this very day 5 years ago.
Dimitri, weren't you the one who asked that we all meet up here?
Now that was a very good idea, and it basically saved Dimitri and Byleth's ass, even with Gilbert coming in to help him.
Don't be silly. Of course you remember our promise. That's why you and the professor are here, right?
Your Highness, I have been following news of your whereabouts for a while now. I am relieved to have finally found you.
Do not call me that. I am not a prince, but a walking corpse.
Yeah, he's still pretty mentally messed up, but he should get better later on. Why would you say that?
That is what we all believed, but it is not so. I can see with my own eyes that you are alive, Your Highness. But the jail cells in Ferdiad are as solid as they come. How did you manage to...
Wow, he was jailed and he escaped. Well, that proves that Dimitri is quite the badass.
Dedue.
Oh, Dedue helped him. What happened?
He's dead. He died in my place.
I don't really believe that.
I see. We will be sure to honor his loyalty, Your Highness. As for the state of the kingdom, the lords from the western regions have declared their fealty to the Empire, starting with House Rowe. Cornelia's band of traitors now refers to kingdom territory as the Fargus Dukedom. They've made Ferdiad their stronghold as they continue to invade the eastern region.
Yeah, but we're going to beat them back and take everything. We're going to beat them and take everything back. Yeah, Cornelia?
She is a mage who has served the royal family for more than 20 years.
And has been planted to do this for over 20 years.
There is much to tell you. I will explain everything in time.
Well, it's not like all of the kingdom's lords have sided with the Empire. There are plenty of houses, like mine and Felix's, that remain stubbornly opposed.
Your Highness, please allow us to take up arms at your side once more. What we need more than anything isn't soldiers, money, or supplies. We need the legitimate heir of Fargus to overthrow the Empire and reclaim the kingdom.
They need hope.
Such is your duty. It is yours alone to bear, and well worth fighting for. Only you can gather our troops and lead us back into the light.
You are still needed, Dimitri.
I see. So, you all agree that we must fight back. And you see how that woman, how the Empire cannot be forgiven. That we must wipe them all out until not a single one of them remains.
You're still going too far there, Dimitri.
Wipe them all out? I don't think any of us here are suggesting anything that extreme.
Professor, there is something I would like to ask you. Please, join me inside the monastery.
Well, Rhea charged Byleth to looking after everyone, so we'll see how it goes.
To think you survived under all that rubble for the past 5 years. I suppose stranger things have happened, odd as that is to admit.
And he only survived because of Sothis.
There is still much I would like to ask you, but I think that's enough for now.
Is Rhea safe? Where are the Knights of Seiros? Let's go, number 2.
On that day 5 years ago, during the battle with the Imperial Army, Lady Rhea went missing. Since then, the Knights of Seiros have continued searching for her, and for you.
At least they have a leader now in Byleth.
I hear they have yet to find any promising leads. As the Empire has yet to release a statement, it's hard to imagine that she has perished. And yet... No, Never mind.
Well, she was captured.
Once news of your survival gets out, everyone will flock back to the monastery.
I agree there, but on Rhea, classic thing is if you have a major religious figure, you don't kill him, you keep him as a political prisoner, so she's probably captured. What happened to the kingdom?
After that battle, a certain incident took place in Ferdiad. Rufus, who was serving as King Regent, was murdered. I was once a knight in service of the royal family. I resigned from the Knights of Seros and returned to serve the kingdom. However...
Oh. Let's see what's going on now.
This is madness. You truly claim that His Highness is the one who killed Rufus?
Oh, but it's true. The only one who could slip past the bodyguards and kill so efficiently is the young prince. You can't deny it.
Well, right now we're looking at the true murderer, and that's just speculation on my part.
Rufus is Prince Dimitri's uncle. His Highness is incapable of such an atrocious crime as murdering his own blood.
Ah, but they were never very close, were they? It's a well-known fact among former retainers. There are even rumors that Rufus was originally involved in the tragedy of Dusker. Perhaps His Highness believed those rumors and murdered Rufus in a fit of rage.
Well, with the way she seems to be playing everything, she was the one who had a hand in that tragedy.
But I'm afraid none of that matters now.
I mean, she screams evil. Mind you, she looks like she's a Grimoire class, which is quite funny because that's one of the 72 demons of the Gatia from the that King Solomon controlled.
Cornelia, do not tell me that you...
And that's a little bit of Bible trivia.
The decision has been made. His Highness will pay for his crime with his head. His sentence will be carried out the day after tomorrow. On that day, the royal bloodline will come to an end.
And someone else can take control.
All you have left to do is sit back and watch, you senile old fool. Watch as the kingdom you love falls to ashes.
And that right there even proves more that she probably had something to do with it.
It was soon after announced that his sentence had been carried out. With His Highness's death, the royal bloodline of House Blythe was erased from this world. True to her word, all we could do was watch as she tore the kingdom apart before our eyes. Since the execution and the prince's corpse were concealed from the public, there have always been those who believed His Highness was still alive.
And that's actually a good idea. Set an execution, don't let everyone see his death, and keep that small glimmer of hope alive so you can catch all those who would be traitors or against your rule.
As for myself, I only began to hope 3 years ago, when I chanced upon some compelling rumors.
What rumors?
An Imperial platoon attacked without warning. Incident after incident of Imperial generals being slaughtered in Kingdom territory. It is said that each died in such a brutal, gruesome way that it is hard to imagine they were killed by human hands.
And right now it seems Dimitri is fully consumed by what Felix calls why Felix calls him a beast.
I followed the rumors to location after location. Eventually, I had seen enough. I knew the rumors were true. Finally, after a half-decade of torment, it happened. I found him. I fear his deep hatred and the weight of his solitude have consumed him for far too long. We must bring him back from the edge on which he stands. To that end, I must speak with His Highness. I imagine it will not be a quick or easy conversation.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all.
I pray that he is of a mind to speak of such things. I am certain that my words will... never mind. What must be done, must be done.
Yeah, because right now Dimitri's not going to be the best at his strategy because he's going to be too consumed with the
I would wager
rage.
that you are weary after the day's events. Perhaps you should take this opportunity to get some rest.
Azure Moon Garden.
Part 2.
I don't have to
Azure
say it.
Moon. Guardian Moon. The Delusional Prince. Prince Dimitri and the remnants of the royal army join with the remaining Knights of Seiros to form a revitalized kingdom army. Using Garreg Mach as their base of operations, they rise to action against the Empire.
Yeah, so each unit has grown over the past years. You should check out their classes and weapons.
You? So you were alive after all.
And Sateth is quite happy to see us.
Professor,
Oh.
it is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Yeah, so there's Cyril, Mercedes, Hanuman, Shamir, Flane, Alois, Sateth, and Catherine. And Cyril looks to have grown up quite well there.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you. Damn.
Everyone was real worried about you, Professor.
Gilbert has told us everything. From here on, our strength is yours as well.
Does my heart well to see that all of you are safe. Now that we have all gathered, let's discuss our next course of action.
Yep.
We have two objectives: to overthrow the Empire and to rescue Rhea. I have no objection to joining forces with you. After all, our interests are aligned.
Nothing could be more reassuring than securing the cooperation of the Knights of Seiros.
Things are gonna get good from here on out. Thank you.
The Archbishop entrusted all of her affairs to you. From now on, I shall comply with your wishes.
We'll make Garreg Mach our base, and prepare to make our stand against the Empire. There is a fair amount of damage, but we will at least have shelter from the wind and rain.
Yeah.
Surely those Imperial jerks have this place staked out, right? It's a highly strategic location.
While it may be a strategic location, it's too far from the front lines to be worthy of notice at the moment.
And it's kind of a perfect place to start your comeback, though you will be attacked eventually.
This area is inconvenient as far as transport time is concerned, so it's of little importance to their war effort.
Even so, nothing slips past the Emperor. It is safe to assume she at least has this place under surveillance.
Professor, what do you think about making this place our base?
Gathering resources will be difficult, but personally, I have no objections.
Fortunately, there are still villages and hamlets nearby, and though I wouldn't call them abundant, we have war funds as well. What do you think, Your Highness?
Do as you please.
Ah, jeez.
Hey, don't act like this doesn't concern you. We finally reunited after all this time. We've got to work together.
She's right. In fact, why don't we all join forces and clean this place up a bit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. And it'll give us time to reminisce about all the good old days at the Academy. I can't wait.
How carefree of you.
Dimitri.
It may sound trivial, but, well, I think it's a good idea.
I understand feeling impatient, Your Highness, but patience is key at a time like this.
Yeah, if you attack too early, you will lose. If you have enough time to build up, you'll win.
If we fix up our base, it will improve morale, which will be sorely needed as we...
Fools.
Let's all settle down.
Stay out of this.
Please, calm yourself, Your Highness. We are not your enemies.
My enemies say the same.
Yeah.
What happened to him? It's like he's a completely different person.
Wow, Felix. I'm surprised he said that.
I feel so bad for him. Would it help if I brewed him a nice pot of tea?
I cannot claim to understand how he feels. However, the way he's behaving, it's as though he's being haunted by some unseen force.
Yep. Let's see, he wasn't always like this.
Perhaps.
We have to free him from the ghost and his guilt. Yeah, so let's have a chat with Dorothea.
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
Yeah. Nice, so you found me out.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfranc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired.
Yep.
Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same.
Well, let's just say you have just gotten more beautiful as time went on.
And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
And there's the fear she had. And I won't let you be alone.
That's sweet of you. Even if you are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life. And I worry that one day I'll be that way again.
Won't happen.
That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
Well, most of the students you went to class with in Garrod Mach. A rank, yes. Okay. Yes. And yeah, let's see Sylvain.
That hurts.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of support conversations before I get to the first exploration day.
Professor. Thanks for stopping by.
How's your injury?
It's not bad. I was even told I'd be cleared for service starting tomorrow. Besides, I got this scar fighting for you. It's almost like a medal or something.
And women like scars on their men. Through some fiction. Yeah. Are you happy you protected me?
When I thought you were going to be killed for real, my reflexes kicked in. I reacted without thinking.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I've stopped being jealous of you. But come on, I can't help but look up to you. If I'd had the guts to run away from home, I wonder if I would have cared as little about my crest as you do yours.
Yeah. You didn't have the courage?
No. But if I thought I could have escaped, I would have tried. I'd leave behind House Gautier, and the life of a nobleman, and anybody who knew I had a crest. Our home is to the very north of the kingdom. Just across the mountains from us is land inhabited by foreigners to Fodlan. It once belonged to Fargus, but now that the kingdom has collapsed, it's only a matter of time until fighting breaks out.
Yep. Stuff just keeps moving on.
Anyway, that land has been contested for centuries, and all that time, it has fallen to House Gautier to protect it. Actually, our Lance of Ruin has been doing most of the protecting.
Yeah. I can say, but it was stolen, and then I'll say, well, I'm gonna go, I remember, 5 years ago.
Those were dangerous times. One wrong step, and we would have lost our relic to the church. My father was afraid that the church would try to keep the lance, so he entrusted it to me.
Oh.
If an emergency arose, I was supposed to be called back home. I guess those very situations are why my family values crests so much.
Yeah.
Since I bear a crest, my parents made sure I was never left wanting.
But they mistreated his older brother through neglect there.
My older brother didn't have one, and so when I was born, he was pushed aside. You know, he once shoved me in a well. He left me on the mountainside in the middle of winter, too.
Wow. Doesn't make me sad about taking that guy out in the one chapter anymore. You didn't try to get him back.
Even as a little kid, I understood why he was like that. My mere existence stole everything from him. I have no right to complain when I am surrounded by people who would give anything to bear a crest, but do not. Now, women smile at me for the same reason my parents adore me, and my brother wanted me dead. And I have to meet them all with a smile and a wink, because I have a crest.
Darn, noblest oblige. So I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Yeah, it's late to admit it, but I get you. It would be best just to tell them to heap their empty praise elsewhere. Anyway, it was pretty unreasonable of me to resent you. I'm really sorry about that.
Yep.
And I want to say thank you, Professor. Seriously, thank you.
Well, we've done our jobs by helping a bunch of our students get over their past issues.
Before I met you, I'd gone my whole life not knowing there was another way for me to live. So, from the bottom of my heart, I'm glad we met.
Yep. Another A rank. And here we go. Let's do a tea party for Ingrid. So, of course, she always likes mint tea. So, mint leaves it is.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
What a nice aroma. I really enjoy this tea.
Bonus.
Thank you.
I actually like her design quite a bit more. With the armor and everything.
How relaxing.
Now, on to the first question. Okay, so going to quickly pause and check. So, first meeting, shareable snacks, ideal relationship. Okay, so this one's first meeting.
Yes.
Got it. Second, kitchen catastrophes, cute monks, and libraries collection. And this one is the library's collection. Okay. Now, time for the last one.
Yes.
Food in the dining hall. Got it. That one was an easier one.
I wonder what your favorite food is. Meat? Veggies? Fish, perhaps? Oh, or maybe sweet.
Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Favorite food. Okay, let's pause. So let's chat. Got it. Ooh, perfect. Almost missed that last one there, but I got it. Now observe.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's nice to see how each of the characters kind of change here. Yep.
What? Is there something on my face?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Strength and stamina are necessary for fighting on horseback, as is footwork.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. So gifts. And I have some smoked meat, so we'll give her one.
Is this for me? Thank you.
There you go. Now let's end.
Thank you for the treat. I had such a great time.
Yeah, there we go. And good. Charm increase. And here we are. So, let's quickly check certifications. So, I sadly don't have any master seals, so most people I can upgrade. Gilbert, I need to work on. But other than that, everyone's a pretty good level for this part. And you know what? Let's bring up the menu. Sports. so Byleth still has supports with Felix, Ash, Mercedes, Annette, Ingrid, Casper, Bernadetta. I'm not going to do the S rank support with Dorothea. Yeah. And then, yeah, so we're going to basically have a couple of videos of nothing but the supports. Have a lot to do, so I'll end in the video here, and then the next part we'll go and explore for our first time back at Garreg Mach. So this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com. If you liked the video, likes always appreciated. Make a comment, share the video if you want to, subscribe, hit the notification bell, visit SomeDudePlays.com, and remember, we are all legends. So I will see you all next time. Have a great day, everyone.